Today's episode is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Renewal by Andersen offers you a better way to a better window. Go to RBACentralPADeals.com for this month's specials. A judge has ruled that Pittsburgh officials are free to remove a Christopher Columbus statue from Schenley Park. Meanwhile, enrollment at state universities continues to see a decline. An animal sanctuary is hosting Goatoberfest. Lastly, Pennsylvania has a favorite breakfast chain. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. It was October 2020 when the Italian Sons and Daughters of America and its attorneys filed a lawsuit following a vote by the Pittsburgh Art Commission to remove a Christopher Columbus statue from the city's Schenley Park, reports the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Now, as of this week, an Allegheny County judge has declared Pittsburgh officials are free to remove the statue, which has been standing in the park wrapped in plastic over the past couple of years. Common Pleas Judge John McVeigh Jr. had stressed to the two parties to work together to find a solution to the issue, such as relocating the statue to a different place. However, the ISDA argued removing it violated the ordinance that allowed it to be built. They also pointed out that the city never held a public hearing on the removal. Judge McVeigh eventually dismissed their complaint, noting the statue nevertheless remains on city property and is therefore subject to government regulation. A spokesperson for the mayor's office stated that the administration is, quote, reviewing the opinion and looking at the next steps moving forward. State universities continue to see a drop in their enrollment, reports the Philadelphia Inquirer. Although finalized numbers won't be released until a little later this month, the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education revealed how overall enrollment appears to be down by about 4.5 to 5.5%. Agency spokesman Daniel Greenstein explains this drop may stem from a decrease in graduate enrollments. Additionally, smaller upper-level classes that may have been affected by the pandemic are still moving through the system. However, Greenstein highlights what officials are deeming a bright spot. First-year enrollment seems to have gone up by roughly 5 to 7%, a first since 2009. A Beaver County animal sanctuary is hosting Goatoberfest, states the Tribune Review. Kindred Spirits Rescue Ranch is throwing this event as a means for all profits to benefit the sanctuary, which rescues and looks after abused and abandoned animals like goats, cows, sheep, donkeys, and horses. Goatoberfest gives people the chance to hang out with these animals with some beer, cider, live music, and food thrown in there as well. The event will take place at Zazik Park and Economy on Saturday, rain date Sunday. For more information, click on the link in the related podcast article. Pennsylvania has a favorite breakfast chain, dishes PennLive. Lifestyle brand Lovely recognizes that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, or so they say. So, they decided to look over online search interests related to popular breakfast chains in the U.S. to see if each state had their own favorite. Turns out they do, and Pennsylvania's is IHOP. IHOP also happens to be the most beloved breakfast chain on a national level. This, according to Lovely, is probably because they commit quote-unquote buttermilk bribery every year when they serve up free pancakes on National Pancake Day. That wraps up today's episode. For more news, check out PennLive.com. And please don't forget to rate this podcast on either Apple or Amazon, and to maybe even leave it a review, if you can. Thanks ahead of time, and as always, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll be back again tomorrow for another round of Today in PA. Today's episode is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Renewal by Andersen offers you a better way to a better window. Go to RBACentralPADeals.com for this month's specials.